University, please.
Hi everyone. First of all, let me say pleasure to welcome all of you today. My name is Phạm Dung, one student conducting this research along with me and my team. We are supported and supervised by PhD Doctor of Medicine, second degree specialist in internal medicine, Võ Thị Hào Hoa. Today I would like to talk about what we find out about the perception of K21DK students about home blood pressure monitoring methods. My talk will be divided into 4 parts. As you may know, hypertension or high blood pressure often referred as the silent killer. Hypertension is one of the leading causes of death and disability. In fact, about 39.1% hypertension cases are living without knowing about it. 69% hypertension patients are under treatment but have to achieve the target blood pressure. In some cases, blood pressure measured at clinic are normal but unexpectedly marked to the peak at some point. So with the measurement at home, we're able to identify accurate changes to blood pressure at any time in the day, at any health test. Hence, the instructions for measuring blood pressure at home is essential. With that being said, we want to conduct this study or two major objectives about studying about recognition of students and also the relevant factors. About methodology, we take the variables like general information and perception of volunteer based on GS.TS, which is the Japanese Society of Hypertension, and gender age. In our questionnaire, we focus on values operating method, devices recommendations, accurate measuring methods, GS.TS guidelines. The questionnaire had 21 questions. We conducted with the agreement of the board of manager of Duy Tan University, widely without question. And what we find out is 55% of volunteers are male, 45 are female. The majority is 23 years old, takes about 70%, and more than 24 is 30%. And the first question is, would you like to recommend hypertension patients to self-check the blood pressure at home? According to guideline of GS 2009, self-check blood pressure at home are significant. Furthermore, the Vietnam Heart Association measuring blood pressure outside the clinic or office is recommended, incorporated with remote consulting and clinical interference. According to our study, 83% of students choose yes. One important factor is the best options to measure blood pressure in order to get the most accurate results. According to the guidelines of GS.TS, the best options are around 1 hour after waking up and going to bed and before going to bed at sitting positions. 60% volunteers in our research choose the both option or both. And so, clinic, office blood pressure, CPP, or home blood pressure, HPP is more valuable for diagnosing and treating hypertension. According to our research of student and college on 400 patients or home blood trial, there's no significant differences between CPP or HPP. And also, home blood suggests that people who are under pressure monitoring at home tend to take less medication and medical costs. Only 45% volunteers choose the both values. So how many times should we measure blood pressure at each occasion? More than 60% of volunteers do measure blood pressure twice a day. In addition, both GS.TS and research of magnet advice to note down every value, no selective, which are recorded during both occasions in order to appraise the blood pressure at different times of day. In our study, only 34% saw the answer then. So which devices should be recommended to patients? 83% students pick the upper end cuff device. This is true for GS 2009. And about the value for diagnosing and treating hypertension. GS guidelines on both European Society of Hypertension and Cardiology in 2018 advised to surely diagnose hypertension when HBP is more than 135 on 85 millimeter mercury or CPP from 140 on 19 millimeter mercury. 98.8% have the correct knowledge about CPP. However, only 23.9% know the right numbers for diagnosing hypertension by HPP. This indicates the lack of accurate knowledge about awareness for diagnosing hypertension by HPV among people in Vietnam, even medical students. To sum up points per questionnaire in our study, the mean of questionnaire points is 13.2 with the derivation of 3.7, or 15 with the standard deviation of 4. About relevance, we took the conversion between age, gender, and recognition of GSH in CPP and HPV with the B value greater than 0.05. We did not find any relevant factors that affect the recommending self-check blood pressure at home. And this is our limitation, so that we indicate the need for doing further research so as to find more independent and valuable factors in much larger population. And in our conclusions, 83% of students told the concern about measuring blood pressure at home. I also know the best recommended device for measuring blood pressure. Almost 100% know the correct values for CPP for diagnosis hypertension, while only 24% being able to answer correctly values of HPP. The mean of questionnaire point is 13.2. About relevant factors, the proportion of student awareness rise gradually according to their age. Female students show the better perception. However, it is not significant for statistics. And lastly, is our recommendations. To raise the awareness for students and regarding the significance and purpose of home blood pressure monitoring, popularize blood pressure monitoring to students, and also join activities for national hypertension prophylaxis program. Encourage cooperation between medical students and medical in order to help people. A hypertension patient have the accurate awareness about home blood pressure measurement. And these are some of our reference. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you for your presentation. And now the next is the question from the teacher, from the chairman, please. But because limitation of time, we have only one teacher can give his questions only. So I would like to have some comment concerning about the your presentation. First, congratulations for your success on studying in a team of students. But can you explain the differences between the awareness and different of the answer between the older and the younger student? Why? Can you